So listen up. This video is for my older adult population. Ernest here, fitness enthusiast, fitness advocate for older adults. Guys, I wanted to sit down and actually talk to you. Not scripted, just 100% me. And I want to talk about how important fitness is for older adults. And I've seen many people come and go. Now, one of the things that I've noticed while training is I've trained a lot of older adults, typically between the ages of, I'll say 40 to 90. And there's a few things that I've noticed while training these individuals. Now, I've been training for quite a while. I've been training for, I would say, over a decade. And I've trained in many different gyms. I've trained in big box gyms. I've trained in smaller gyms. I've trained in home. I've trained outside at parks. I've trained in many different areas. And I've noticed there's a big difference with older adults when you come to training. There's a different type of attention that's required. As you age, there's things that's happening to your body. A lot of older adults have mobility issues. They tend to have more injuries, or they tend to have more problems that existed once upon a time. More so in the area of injuries that they had when they were, say for instance, in college or even in high school. They played sports, they played football, they played tennis, ran track and field. From my experience, a lot of these problems come about that were problems that wasn't a problem when you were 20. And as you start to progress through your years, and I'll say around the age of about 30, maybe even mid-30s, you start to realize that those areas that you may be injured or you took a lot of force, say for instance you play football, if you got hit in the right shoulder a lot, you'll notice that at the time, you know, you took that pain, but your body was able to heal. It was able to heal quicker. It was able to heal quick. But as you're getting older, pattern overload, you use it more and more, and in some cases you overcompensate with that area of the body. And when you get to those 30s, that's when you start to notice the clicking. You start to notice that there's constant discomfort in the shoulder or maybe the knee. The point I'm trying to make is, your body's not the same. You can't move the same, and honestly, it's never going to be the same. And that's something you're going to have to live with. I'll use myself for example. I was in the armed forces at one point in time in my life, and I jogged for long periods of time. You know what? I'll go ahead and give my age. So I'm 45. I was in the military for approximately less than a decade. And throughout that time period, I jogged a lot. I mean, I jogged a lot. And I enjoyed hiking, and I just really liked moving my body. Fast forward, I'm in my 30s, I start to realize that my right knee was becoming more and more, there was a lot more discomfort that I had to deal with, and it was restrictive. So much so that I had to regress on jogging. And honestly, I'll say it was disappointing. It was disappointing for me having to do that. And I had to find a new hobby, which I did. I started mountain biking. I started at first with a little off-road mountain biking, and then I started doing more road biking. I realized that I can't go high impact anymore. And most older adults experience the same. I've trained people who can't do a squat. And now when I mean they can't do a squat, that's not to say they can't squat. It's just that if they do so many squats, they're going to feel tension in the knees. There's things that happen as you get older. There's arthritis, there's wear and tear, there's osteo issues. These things are going to come about. So what I started to do is I started to train differently. I can't take you through all the workouts that I can on a younger person. I have to do it for an older person, and it's different. There's a lot of things that has to happen. For instance, if we can't do a certain way, then we're going to have to modify. Workouts have to go along with your quality of life, and that's one of the things that I understand and I've experienced myself. So why do I say all this? It's important, and I've dedicated my life to fitness, and not just fitness, not athletic fitness, but fitness for older adults. I've gotten qualifications, certifications in areas of neuromuscular stretch. Corrective exercise is another one that I got. And of course, there's more, but the point I'm trying to make is I've had to get different certifications based off of the type of people that I work with. And some of these people have very little problems or very little limited mobility. And some of these people have a lot of mobility issues. I even train some people who have issues, who are not mobile at all in their lower region. I have one client who actually has polio, believe it or not, and have no movement. Well, I would say no movement, but very little movement in the lower body, the lower region of the body. We have to work out differently. I have to create a different exercise program. And over the years, and I'll say damn near a decade, I've had to alter how I perceived fitness. It became less about trying to get you to do burpees and mountain climbers and hardcore impact workouts, to more modified versions, something that's easier on the joints, easier on the muscle, and something that fits a older person's lifestyle. And it's based off of not only my experience within being a trainer, but also in my own life. I'll be bringing more content related to older adults, because that's specifically who I'm advocating for. I want to get people who are experiencing these changes in their life an opportunity to get more mobile or become more mobile. Just because you're getting older or to those retirement years don't mean that you stop moving. And in the back of your head, I'm right. You don't stop moving. You got to keep that flexibility going. You got to keep that strengthening going. Those little things like breathing, open up the diaphragm, dynamic, static flexibility, or even to go further beyond that and go into yoga and Pilates. All those things have to happen. And it's just not something you can do every once in a while. You're going to have to, it's basically like putting on pants daily. It's something that you're going to have to do. It's something that you're going to have to incorporate into your life. And it's important. So if this information that I'm giving to you is important, please definitely follow this information. I'm going to keep on going into it. I'm going to drill it into you, and hope that it changes your life and maybe a friend's life, a family member, because it's an important thing. So I've also included a ebook down below for you guys to download and utilize. It's totally free. Just download it and utilize it. Once again, I'm dedicating my life to helping others, and as many as I possibly can, because I believe health, mobility, breathing, reaction time, strength is important to your quality of life and being able to do the things that you are currently doing or that you once did. It never stops. And it doesn't matter how old you are. My parents, matter of fact, both have limited mobility, but they both are kind of stubborn when it comes to training. So what I told them was, I said, hey, I'll dedicate, once or twice a month, and we'll Zoom or, we'll do some type of virtual training, and I'll get you moving. They're important to me. Fitness is important to me. I've always been an active person. And I just want others to experience that. So I'm gonna do all I can. And please comment down below if this information is important to you as well. And reach out, ask me some questions. I want everybody moving. I want to help as many people as I possibly can. And I'm gonna continue to keep putting this message out there in hopes that I'm able to reach everyone. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you watched it all in its entirety. This is just me, no script, just being 100%, because I was really thinking about this, and I was going to make a video on, I don't know, I'm not sure what I was going to make it on, but I felt like this needed to be said. And also pass this video on to someone else. Again, I will continue to do videos where I'm going to be helping, giving modifications, giving basic information, raw and my authentic way. And if you're sitting down watching this, I ask that you get off the couch and just go outside and get a little bit of cardio in, just a walk. I mean, starting off, it don't even have to be much, just 5 minutes. The minute you start that 5-minute walk, you're going to be in that direction. You're going to be, it doesn't take much. It's going to be a mental change that has to happen. This is going to require consistency and frequency. So again, share this video. It's called Active After 40. And also I want you to subscribe so you can get notifications about this video, because there will be more. And what are you waiting for? Go outside and get that cardio in. And I'll see you in the next video.